Hi, this is Kelly with Quilter's Paradise, and today we're back with you to show a new design that we have using our 6-inch Melon. The fabric line we chose for this project is by Maywood Studios called Nocturne. It's a great use of grays into blacks, and this is the beautiful quilt that we made with it. Perfect as a table topper or even a wall hanging. So let's head on over to my sewing studio and we'll get started. Okay, so we're getting ready to start our new project using this gorgeous fabric by Maywood Studios called Nocturne. And what we're going to need is what I'm going to show you is what basically comes in your template packet, as well as a couple little extras. So you've got your pattern here, you've got your 2 templates here. They give you a piece of the HandiGrabber, which you're going to cut and put squares on your templates so that they don't shift while you're cutting. This is a great little add-on that helps you when you're cutting, so you're not having to move your fabric or move awkwardly around it. I'll show you that when we do go to the cutting. And then of course my handy dandy 28mm rotary cutter. I've been using this for cutting all of the various slit and sew templates, and it works really well. So now let's move along and we're going to show you how you can cut these out and get to sewing. Okay, so we're going to start with cutting 2 of the template A's, which is the curved piece. You're going to want to make sure that it's on the straight of grain. Your arrow runs with the straight of grain. So with the 28, we're just going to cut up along the side. And I just kind of cut here. And with our HandiMat, we can just move the mat instead of having to move around your table awkwardly. Let's see, there we go. And keep shifting here. Get the top, there we go. All right, next we're going to cut in our slits, and you want to approach it basically from the top and push down and out, making sure you're pushing away from yourself, not towards yourself. And again, we just move our mat to make it easier. And you're going to hear that pop and also feel it. So you can tell we've got all of our slits. You can see them there. All right, so we've got now our 2 A pieces that we're going to need. Set these up here. And now let's move on to the B piece. We only need 1 of these per block, but you're gonna want to cut 2 at a time. It just makes the cutting easier. So we're gonna go around our curves here. And I need a new blade. And here also. All right, and then again, we're going to be cutting our slits. And these are what we're going to match up on our B piece, or sorry, our A piece. All right. Yes, and now we have all of our slits cut. See those? So those are now ready to be, take 1 of these and it'll be ready to be inserted into our 2 B pieces to get our block done. Okay, so we're going to start by sewing 1 A piece to our B. What you're going to do is the A is going to be underneath at the bottom, right sides up. Your B is going to be wrong side down. And you're going to square up the pieces, the 2 ends, and put that underneath your machine. And you're going to take a couple stitches, and then we'll make the adjustment for the curve. And you're going to want to have it needle down. And we're going to start by matching up the first slits in our fabric. And we're going to sew to those and then match up the next ones. And we keep sewing. Meanwhile, we're sewing straight. You need to tug a little, that's okay, to get them to match up. There we go. Here's another slip. And just keep going. Coming down to the last slit, and you can tug, make sure it matches up. We're getting to the end. Now you're going to keep stitching until you're about an inch out. And then you're going to put your needle down, and you're going to take, I use this finger stiletto by Missy Carpenter of Traditional Primitives to kind of line up my pieces. That way I get a squared up edge at the end. And I like this stiletto because it's flat, and so it lets me feed the fabric in without it being distorted due to a circular point. All right, there we go. Now we're going to take it over and we're going to press it. Okay, so for this one, the first piece you put on, I'm pressing out towards the A piece. So we're going to press towards this. And I like to do a little finger press ahead of time before using the iron, just to get it all sorted out there. And then you're going to take your iron and you're going to go ahead and you're going to press. And I'm going to flip over, make sure it's a nice smooth. And it is. There we go. And now we're ready to put the other side on. Okay, so it's same as the first side we did. You're going to want to get this square. Again, your A piece is face up on the bottom. Your B piece is face down. Take your couple stitches. And you're going to start lining up your slits. The other reason I really like this stiletto is I can keep it on the whole time I'm sewing, so I'm not picking it up and putting it down. It's real easy. And you just keep matching up those slits and sewing. And again, you're going to be sewing a scant 1/4 inch. Or not a scant, my apologies. You're going to be doing a full 1/4 inch. No scants for this one. There we are. You're going to keep pulling, tugging, getting it in line, and now we're going to stop, needle down, and I'm going to line up these two ends. There we go. And put this down. That's all right. All right, and then we'll press this out. All right, so this side is actually going to get pressed towards your B piece, the center piece. Again, I'm just kind of finger pressing initially, and then I'm going to bring in my iron. You don't want to pull or tug too much on this because you don't want to distort it. So we're going to flip over. And voila! We have our first square done. And wasn't that easy? No pins were involved, and it all went together pretty much seamlessly. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what layout we decided to do to make our really pretty quilt. So in all of our patterns, we give you usually 3 to 4 or 5 maybe layouts using that specific template. In this case, we ended up using layout number 2. So it tells you how many A and B pieces you need to cut. In this case, it's 72 of your A's and 36 of your B's. And we decided to do it using just grays and blacks and a little bit of cream thrown in there. So you saw the final product. It was gorgeous, a great table topper. It's 36 by 36. It would make a great baby quilt too, for that matter. So there you have it, using a beautiful collection of fabric and our 6-inch melon and no pins. We were able to put this together in no time. So if you'd like to follow us, we would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also find us on Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram. So please come on by. We'd love to see pictures of your finished works of art. And we will be coming back with you soon with a new project.